Let me see. Felipe.
Hi, guys. Good afternoon for all. My name is Felipe Lira. I am 43 years old. I live in Recife. I am married, have one daughter. She's a teenager. That's it.
Alberto?
Okay, I'm called Alberto Vinicius, and I am 19 years old, and I have a dog, and I love so much English, so I'm here today to understand yours, understand you and the others. Okay, so let's get started.
Awesome. And Charles, are you, is it your first time here or no? Because you were late and I asked you earlier.
First, sorry for the late. My name is
No
Charles.
problem.
That's not my first time here. That's my second time. Let me introduce myself. My name is Charles. I'm 37 years old. I'm an economist. Maybe it's better to say that I'm data scientist, and I have 3 dogs. I live in Rio de Janeiro, and I think that's okay.
All right, so I'll put the questions in the chat. Just a minute. All right, the number 10, 11, and 12 are not in the chat, but it's okay. We can just start and then I'll put it. So let's start our conversation. Let me see. Luana, what do you think about being famous? Do you think that it's good all the time? Like you just get rich, famous, and life is like awesome. What do you think about being famous, Lu?
In my opinion, it's not good all the time, because during the life, being a famous, you have a problem with photos, videos, and things like that. Your privacy is thing that you don't have anymore. But there is a good side when you are rich. You can buy everything you need and help everyone that you want to help. So it's good, not all the time.
Would you be famous? Like, would you like to be famous?
I would like to have money like a famous.
Awesome. Let me see. Felipe, that just opened. Oh, and I forgot to say something. If you guys want to comment something that other person said, you can just open your microphone and say, okay, of course, being respectful with everybody, but you can just go, okay? So, Felipe, what about you? Do you agree with her or not?
Do you think about be famous? I think the one artist would like to be famous, because it's let me see. Be famous for her or him, it's good because the people like what are you doing, It's good for an artist to be famous, but there is a cons about that, because you lose your privacy, and you can't go to some places, or that's it. it's a price to be famous, you know. It's my opinion.
Definitely. Mariana, do you agree with him or with Lou?
I agree with Lou. I don't think that, I think it isn't good all the time being famous. And I think sometimes the people in general that aren't famous think that who is famous choose it. It was a choice to become famous. So they can't say that something that the public said it wasn't good, for example. And I think sometimes uh, the we as a society don't respect the privacy and the person and judge a lot, say a lot of things like it wasn't a person, and it's really strange to me, and I don't think it's a good thing. And everyone that are famous will have a lot of haters too, and it isn't good. As Lu said, I want it was the good part. The good part is the money, but I don't think I want to be famous too.
Great. What about you, Obet? What do you think about this?
I don't think to be famous it's a great position to be, because there are a lot of people watching, paying attention to you and your life. So I don't like it. And I don't have as much in common with that person that is supposed to be a famous person, I guess.
Got it. And Charles, what about you?
So I don't have a close opinion about to be famous. But I think that when people that famous, this uh, this this person do something remarkable, and maybe uh, people who say person that say I'm famous don't make anything remarkable. Like anything just link it with market, like TikTokers and maybe any YouTubers, streamers, and others. And I think that it's better when I say these people is famous, because these families don't bring anything good in any any cases, in my opinion.
Got it. And yeah, for me, yeah, I agree with you all. I wouldn't like to be famous like at all, because I I wouldn't handle the bad parts of being famous, you know. I wouldn't handle it at all. I I I don't know. I just wanna say what I wanna say without the whole world judging me. You know, I'm human, so I wouldn't like to be famous at all.
Yes, it's a good point.
It is. So sometimes we put famous people on a pedestal, as the song said, and we think they can commit mistakes, like they weren't humans. And when they do, when they commit these mistakes, we get frustrated. What do you think about it? Let me see, Mariana. What do you think about it? Do you think that we uh, we actually think that they are like angels or something like that, because everyone knows that person and they can't commit mistakes? What do you think about it?
Yeah, I think it's like that. I think sometimes we forgot I don't know why, but we forgot that they are humans. And for example, a person that starts to talk about in a specific thing, and we build an image about it because the person said one thing, and if sometimes they say something different, we will judge a lot. It can be a mistake or just a different opinion, for example. And as we commit mistakes too, but we forgot it. We know that we are humans, so okay, we will commit mistakes. But when someone became famous, we forgot. I don't know why.
Felipe, do you agree with Mariana? What do you think?
Yeah.
Do you actually think that like famous people can't commit mistakes, and you know?
Yes, I agree with her, because sometimes we put the or artists that we like in, but we forgot it's a human like me, you know. The people has the same uh, the same, like I said, the same desire or wishes, you know. That's it. And mainly because the internet, if we sometimes the artists have different opinion, many people uh, judge her. That's it. But like I said before, it's a price to be famous, you know. That's it.
Fortunately, it is. You know, I was here thinking about it, and I remember, you know, all the time we as society, we judge something that someone famous did or not. Like, I don't know, there was a time that something happened. I can't remember what it was, but people got frustrated with someone famous. I don't remember if it was like Anita or something like, or someone like that. People got frustrated with her, for example, because she didn't said anything about something that occurred, you know. Um, I don't know. I'll try to think about an example. Someone said that LGBT people aren't humans, for example.
I
And
remember this point. She doesn't express his opinion about something.
yeah, that's it. That's it. And for example, someone said that LGBTQ plus, I don't know how can I talk the thing in English, but it's something like that. LGBTQ plus, something like that. And aren't humans or are monsters or things like that. And then a lot of famous people talked about this thing. And Anita, for example, she didn't say a thing about this topic. And people got frustrated with her because she didn't say a thing about this topic. And that's it. It was just something that I remembered here. And sometimes we got frustrated with famous people because of something that they didn't do, you know, or something that they did. So it's quite strange. Someone has a different opinion about it or not, or someone wants to add something about this question or no?
Oh, I agree with you, and I think we are all humans, so we will make mistakes. It's not a relative thing to discuss. So it's not about being perfect, but I think it's about be true to others. So I think that a person, a famous person, don't have to be. What is the past tense of but? The past tense of but. What is? I don't know exactly. Could you say?
Sorry, I didn't get it.
The past tense of put. Put a person in a pedestal. What is the past tense of the verb put?
It's put. It's the same.
Yeah, it's the same thing.
It's the same?
Yeah,
Ah,
Yes.
it's like
okay.
it's the same in every
Oh,
thing.
okay. Okay, thanks. So I think that a person, a famous person, don't have to be put in a pedestal because we are all humans, so we make mistakes. It's the life.
Definitely. So let me see. Does anyone want to add something about this question or no?
I don't want to say anything because all people say anything that I would say. This opinion is supplementary, in my opinion, for me.
Yeah, that's what I was asking if someone had like other thing to said to say. Let me see. This one is a nice one. Charles, what do you think about cancel people when they do or say something that is considered to be wrong? Cancel people, I put with this thing that I forgot how can I say in English, but I put with this thing because we don't say that in English, right? We say cancelar someone in Portuguese. So I put cancel
Yeah.
like this. But
Yes, I understood. And I think that's dangerous because maybe just a different opinion of you, of a part of people. And these people, these famous, to be more specific, could not be bad people. Could only be make a mistake about this opinion. This he or she with lack of opinion about anything, and you need to express yourself under 24 hours or you'll be canceled. That's dangerous for me.
Marianne, do you agree with him or not?
Yeah, I think that cancel culture is a problem, a big problem. And I don't know, because sometimes what we consider wrong, it's really wrong. It's wrong for who? And sometimes it's really wrong and we need to do something about it. But canceling people, it's not the answer, I think. And sometimes, for example, a person was disrespectful with someone else, and then all the internet starts to be really disrespectful with that person. And so, why are you saying those things about the person if you are doing the same thing? And I think it's really complicated.
Definitely, we look at other people, but we don't look at ourselves. Alberto, what do you think about it? Do you agree, disagree?
Oh, I think it's an idiot a way to resolve a problem. And if the person that is concealing a person is really trying to do that, but I don't like it, and I would say it's a dirty action to do. And why does just have a normal conversation?
Felipe, do you agree with someone or not? What do you think about the cancel culture?
What does cancel people means? Like it's a cancel in social media, for example? That's it?
Yeah, can be. Yeah.
Depends what the people say, you know. If people say something very wrong, I believe it's to motivate to cancel the people, you know. But sometimes it's only a position, a commentary about things. It's not a reason to cancel the people. I know the famous people liking the visualization or think like that. Depends on the social media. So if you cancel one person, artist, for example, it's bad for your career. So in my opinion, depends on the people's did, you know. That's it.
Great. I like when we have different opinions. Luana, what about you? What do you think about it? Do you think I will ask you something different. Do you think that it's fair cancel someone? Like it's still about cancel culture, but you can just say forget about the question, just say.
Okay. In my opinion, it's not fair to cancel anyone because if they are sorry.
No problem.
Oh my God. I scare.
No problem. No problem. I will hear. I will.
To the dog.
What?
I say hello to the dog. To dog. I say hello to dog.
Okay. It's okay, look, I will talk and then you do, okay? Yeah, I think I have a point of view about life in general, that we are here to grow up, like our spirit, you know, to be a better person, you know. And we will commit mistakes all the time because that's how we learn. That's how we learn what do we have to do or say to be polite or to accept, to respect people. And I think that it's okay to commit mistakes, and we will commit, but I agree with Mariana. Sometimes people just pass this limit because people just do what they are criticizing, you know. So it's a problem. But I think it could be like less than society do nowadays. People could just say, that's not nice, could you just say other thing, or let's talk for you to understand what I think that you did that is wrong, in my opinion that is wrong, you know. I think people could just talk, not just throw rocks, you know. Like atirar pedras. And I think, let me try to think a way to say that to not be wrong. I think that it could be a nice way to tell someone, unfortunately, that is famous or not, hey, that's what you said is not nice. Like the example that I gave earlier, like tell everyone that LGBTQ plus, I don't know, are monsters, for example. That's terrible to say. So in this example, for example, people could just say, that's not nice, please, let's talk. But yeah, cancel culture is, in my opinion, it's not nice. I wouldn't like to be canceled. If I did something wrong, I would like to talk with someone and to see a different opinion about a different point of view. I wouldn't like to people do that to me. So I wouldn't cancel someone because I wouldn't like if it were I guess me. Lou, please.
Yeah, I agree with you. That's not nice. I don't like to be cancelled too. For me, it's a thing about respect, because it's about the other feelings, the other lives, the other thoughts that we need to respect. We need to not accept, but we need to know that we will make mistakes, and if make mistakes it's acceptable. Besides, don't hurt you or don't hurt anyone around you, but you need to know that it's the other life, it's the other feelings, and if you can talk about it, if you can discuss about, yes, it's a good thing to do, because I don't like this, because we love this. When we love or when you like the other, we want to help to the other person raise it, and to be a better person. I don't like that you do. I don't like your action around this, and we need to discuss, need to talk, because it's not good, because that you could do that, you could say something different, but I respect you. I don't want to kill you, I don't want to stop to talk to you because this, but I don't like. You need to know I don't like. Like a famous person, they are celebrities, they are in the other country, in the other city, doing the other things that we don't know everything about their life, but they can think different of us. In my opinion, they can think different of us, and they think different of us. They do things different, but we need to respect, because there are persons, there are real persons. Besides famous, there are real persons, and you need to respect.
Awesome. So, let me see. There is a number. It's number four. Yeah, number 4 is a nice question, but I will change it a little bit. The question is: do you think you should give support to someone only when he or she is doing a good job? No, this is a good question, but I would like to say to ask you a little bit more. Like we know like that if we do like 100 good things, and we can do 100 good things, but if we do one mistake, if we commit one mistake, it's like it's over. People will start to be angry with us, or be sad with us, or frustrated in every part of our lives. It can be jobs, or with relationships, all kinds. So I want you to just think about what I said, and then answer the question. Mariana, I will just say the question again for you to remember, because I talked a lot. Do you think that you should give support to someone only when he or she is doing a good job, or not? And if you do?
No. I think, yeah, it's complicated. I think when it's about like people who are close to us, our friends or family, I used to give support in all the moments, I think, because I care about the person and maybe about what the person are doing too. But to be honest, I don't know exactly what we could do, if it makes sense to us, because sometimes it's just what I don't know. I don't know.
Let's suppose that your best friend tells you something that you really disagree, and you think that is like something terrible to say. You wouldn't say that, like, never. What would you do?
If they are doing something.
Saying, doing, saying.
Yeah. I always find a way to say. Actually, I'm really honest with my friends. Sometimes too honest. Actually, I think we need to say when we see something that we disagree or it's clearly wrong. But we need to. It's good if we find a good way to say it and not being rude.
Awesome. What about you, Charles?
So I think that's a case study to a bit about it. So about if my friend express think that I don't like to me, I will say with him, whatever, and express my opinion. We can point disagree, why I disagree, why he or her not doesn't need to say this, or please don't say this anyway. So I think that we need a conversation to be more specific, and to learn about others, to learn about this case, about this opinion. We'll just here to learn, and make all our evolution. My evolution is basically mistakes and to learn the things. And this is could be our way to learn things. That's it.
Does anyone wants to add something or disagree with Mariana, with Charles?
I think we should give support for someone, not only when he or her is doing the good job, but when he or she is doing the bad job too, because sometimes the people need help, and you need to identify if the person is doing a better job to help her or him. That's my point of view.
That's what being friend means, right? Anyone else wants to say something about this question?
I forgot to say I live in Salvador, Bahia. I don't know why I'm saying this right now, but okay. I also forgot to say in the beginning, it's my first time here. And okay, I think not necessarily, because when a person is in need, I think it's good to give support. But if a person is doing a bad job, actually, in this situation, I will certainly give job to him, to her, or her. I don't know, because this person needs me somehow, I guess.
Miss Waterberg, can you repeat?
Okay, the last part.
Yes.
Yes, I think if a person is doing a bad job, I think it's good to give support to him or her, because this person needs me somehow.
If you are giving support, it's because you know the person. And if you know, you can like the person, and the person change your don't change in the physical or in the mental way. It's the same person in from you, so you can't don't like anymore because you do this and I don't like anymore. It's not a real friendship. It's not a real support. You know.
Yes, I think I can't change the other people or the other person, but I I can try my best. So I will give my best opinion. I will have a think about it. So think about the way that the other person is doing, and I will try to give my opinion in the best way. So I will try my best. But I can't change, and I can change anyone, because I don't have this power.
I definitely agree. And I think that the best option in this case is like talk. Because sometimes we think
It's just talk.
Yeah. because you're criticizing a friend about something that he or she did or said, but what we think is not nice, so we have to exchange opinions and talk to see what is the best option. We can show our point of view, and this person can show his or her point of view. So the best option is talk, but definitely that's what I would do. And Alberto, if you said in the beginning to me that it's your first time, I would have explained what TNT is and how it works, but now you know how it works. So
Okay.
now you know, so no problem. And we
The
have
practice is the best way to learn.
Definitely. That's what we are here, right?
Okay.
So we are running out of time, but I want to ask something. Again, I will talk about being famous again. And when we are famous, we are really influencers because we have the power to influence someone. We really have just, if people put us in a pedestal, they hear us, they hear what we are saying. So we as famous people, we have this power to influence people. So we have to be careful about what we are saying. If I were famous, I wouldn't be careful. So that's why I'm not famous and I don't want it. But what about you? Oh, and please answer really quick, guys, because we are running out of time. So Luana, would you be careful about what you do or what you say about what you do and what you say if you were famous?
I guess yes, not every time, but I guess yes.
You try.
Yeah.
What about you, Mariana?
Yeah, me too. I think it's a good thing to use that voice that we have when we are famous to say good things, maybe something important about knowledge and everything. I don't know. I think it's good.
What about you, Charles?
I think it's good because, and I agree with her, because if I was famous, I will be do some charity things, do my take my money to non-profit organizations and the other things that I think that's okay, and they inspire the people to do things like this.
What about you, Alberto?
Oh, you said an important thing that connects to my last opinion. You can be influencers. We can change a person, but we have the power to influence the others. Okay. And what is the question? I forgot.
No problem. If you would pay attention and be careful about what you say or what you do, if you were famous, you
Oh,
if we are famous, we have to be like extra careful about what about these things that we would do or say. Would you be like that? Be careful.
definitely. uh, uh, I don't want to. I don't want to be understand in a wrong way. So I will be so much careful with my words and the way that I say something. Okay, and it's my opinion.
Yeah, me too. I wouldn't like to be famous because of that. I wouldn't like to be aware all the time about that because I wouldn't like to be canceled. So I would have to be like really, really careful. I would have to pay attention really much about what I say or do, and I don't like it. So I wouldn't like to be famous. But I
Yeah. I think we all don't like to be famous because it's really not that good because especially if you care about keeping your life private. Okay, so there are a lot of people watching your actions in the way of your speaking So it's not a really good thing. I think it's really difficult to keep and to keep a perfect or a good person all the time. It's impossible.
I guess when the farmers discovered that uh, that Alberto said that isn't it's impossible to be awake, to be, you know, no, to be awake every time. So when the person discovers that's impossible, sometimes they don't take more attention. Because this, I guess, the famous make mistakes.
Yeah, we are humans. We like sometimes we just say, and it is what it is. And we are here to learn, in my opinion. And I wouldn't like to be famous because I wouldn't like to pay attention like all the time because I would be really, really afraid of being canceled. And I put in the chat a link to a survey that is like just like a feedback where you can click in this link and you can put you can rate 1 to 10 if I'm not mistaken this meeting and this whole conversation, and you can put there like I like this conversation because of blah 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 blah, or I didn't like this conversation because of blah 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 blah. You can just tell us your experience, and it's anonymous, so you can just say I will know that it's you, so you can just say what you want to say. And you can also put would, and I forgot the word, a suggestion. You can put a suggestion about a topic. For example, today we talked about being famous, about yeah, being famous in general. And next week we can talk to, for example, about learning. That was our topic last week. So you can just suggest a topic that you want to talk about, and that's it, guys. We have
Oh,
just oh
sorry
sorry,
for stop you. Sorry for stop you,
no
but
problem.
I want to thank all of you because I really like this meeting. I have difficult with expressing myself. I really like to have a conversation with other Brazilians. So I have I had some conversations with Americans, English Americans, and I it's funny because I don't I I wasn't so so nervous uh, in 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 comparison of right now. Okay, so it's it.
No problem at all. I hope you liked our environment. I hope you liked this conversation, and I hope you can come back to practice more with us. And yeah, that's it. I hope you truly liked this
Okay, I
environment.
will.
Please. And that's it. We are running out of time. So see ya, guys. See you next week. It's always a pleasure to be here